Bonjour Year 8. Welcome to lesson 14 of French for the spring term. And today we're looking at La Cité de l'Europe, and that is the largest shopping centre in the north of France. Now here is the list of equipment you'll need to get ready before you start the lesson. You will need your exercise book, a pen and a ruler, and the sentence builder grid, which is on a PDF on class charts. And you can print this off if you do have access to a printer. If not, don't worry about it. Pause to get that ready now. Press play to continue. Thank you for uploading all of your work onto class charts. Please remember to upload evidence of all of your completed work. Make sure you take a photograph that shows the whole of the work clearly, not blurrily. I need to be able to see everything that you've done in the lesson, ideally on one photo, but if not, just make sure the work is clear, everything you've done, plus a snapshot of Quizlet activities. Secondly, please follow the indicated time for completion of each activity. You all work at different speeds. Just stick to the numbers, the minutes that are given to you, and then move on, please. If you do have any questions about the activities in today's lesson, here's my email address. Merci. Okay, Year 8. As always, copy the date in French, copier la date, that's in the top right hand corner, and underline it neatly in your book. On the next line down, write down the title in French and in English. Qu'est-ce que tu as fait à la Cité de l'Europe? What did you do at Europe City? Underline that neatly as well in your book. Then on the next line down, write down your objective, l'objectif, which is describing what you did at a shopping centre in France using the perfect and the present tenses together. Pause to do that now. Press play to go on to the Do Now activity. Okay, Year 8. Now, your Do Now activity should take no more than 5 minutes. I want you to copy down the 5 sentences below and write down whether in the past or the present. So I want you to just copy them down and say if they're the past or the present. I've got an example for you to show you. The example is J'ai acheté des bonbons, which is I bought some sweets. And now this is the past tense, so you'd write down past for this one because it's got the verb avoir in it, which is j'ai, and it's got a past participle. And for regular ER verbs, we know that the past participle ending is an E with an accent on it. So the combination of the verb avoir and the past participle means this is in the past tense, so you'd write down past. Remember also that some verbs, verbs of movement, take the verb être instead of the verb avoir, and then they have the past participle as well, which agrees in gender, masculine or feminine, and singular and plural in number. Okay, all you need to do now is copy down sentences 1 to 5, and then write down next to them if you think they're in the past tense or the present tense. Pause to do that now and press play when you're ready to go on to check your answers. Okay, well done, Year 8. So, numéro 1, j'ai écouté la radio. Is a past tense. 2. Je voudrais une veste bleue is in the present tense. I would like a blue jacket. 3. J'ai mangé une pizza is the past tense because we've got the j'ai plus the manger with the past participle with the E and an accent here. So I ate a pizza. Je ne peux pas sortir. What do you think for that one? Good. Yes, it's the present tense. It means I cannot go out. Okay. That's in the present tense. And what about je suis allé en ville? What do you think? Well done if you said the past tense. This is an example of the perfect tense, the past tense, with the verb être rather than avoir, and the past participle here as well. Okay, pause if you need to, and press play to go on to activity 1. Well done, Year 8. Okay, Year 8, here is your sentence build-up for today's lesson. So, your main question is, qu'est-ce que tu as fait à la Cité de l'Europe? Which is also the title, which means what did you do at Europe City? And Europe City is the name of the big shopping centre in the north of France. Okay, let's do some pronunciation practice. Écoutez et répétez. Qu'est-ce que tu as fait à la Cité de l'Europe? Your turn. And again, qu'est-ce que tu as fait à la Cité de l'Europe? And you'll notice that we say Europe and that the EU sound here is an sound. They don't make the same sound, so it's Europe. Écoutez et répétez, Europe, Europe, Europe. Good. It's more of an sound in French. Good. So in this column here, we've got the past tense phrase, which is I went to Europe City and it was. In this column, we have the actual opinion of what you thought. In the third column down, we have an observation on the shops saying how many there were or what size they were. In this next fourth column, we have a past tense phrase, which is where you're talking about how you found the prices. Then there's a connective. And then there's the actual articles bought or not bought in the final column. Let's practice saying these now. Écoutez et répétez. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était. And again. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était. Good. And remember, if you're a girl, because this is the perfect tense, the past tense with être, you'll need to add on an extra E, okay? Très bien. Écoutez et répétez. Vraiment chouette. Vraiment chouette. Génial. Génial. Écoutez et répétez. Bien. Bien. Okay, let's use it with c'était. Et c'était intéressant. Et c'était intéressant. Good. Et c'était ennuyeux. Et c'était ennuyeux. Et c'était nul. Et c'était nul. Okay, we'll just say these once now. Il y a plein de magasins. Okay, repeat after me. Il y a beaucoup de magasins de vêtements. Good. Écoutez, répétez. Il y a un grand magasin de musique et de DVD. Do that one again. Il y a un grand magasin de musique et de DVD. Okay, now let's comment on how we found the prices in comparison to England, etc. Écoutez, répétez. Et j'ai trouvé les prix moins chers qu'en Angleterre. Okay. You remember from last time we had the moins cher when we're comparing clothing items. Écoutez et répétez. Et j'ai trouvé les vêtements trop chers. And again. Et j'ai trouvé les vêtements trop chers. Good. I'm going to make another comparison here. Écoutez et répétez. Et j'ai trouvé les produits plus chers qu'en Angleterre. Do that one more time. Et j'ai trouvé les produits plus chers qu'en Angleterre. Good. Écoutez et répétez. En plus, et, donc, cependant, mais. Good. Écoutez et répétez. J'ai acheté des vêtements cool. Good. J'ai acheté plein de CD et de DVD. J'ai acheté une jolie jupe. J'ai acheté un jean cool. Je n'ai rien acheté. Well done, Year 8. Okay, this activity is dictation, dictée. I just want you to write down the French you hear. I'll say it very slowly and I'll say it all twice. Okay, off we go. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était... Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était... Pause if you need to. Vraiment chouette. Vraiment chouette. Il y a plein de magasins. Il y a plein de magasins. Et j'ai trouvé les prix moins chers qu'en Angleterre. Et j'ai trouvé les prix moins chers qu'en Angleterre. Pause if you need to. En plus, j'ai acheté des vêtements cool. En plus, j'ai acheté des vêtements cool. Pause. 2. This is a girl speaking, so you may need to change something. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était intéressant. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était intéressant. Pause if you need to. Il y a beaucoup de magasins de vêtements. Il y a beaucoup de magasins de vêtements. Pause if you need to. Et j'ai trouvé les vêtements trop chers. Et j'ai trouvé les vêtements trop chers. Cependant, j'ai acheté une jolie jupe. Cependant, j'ai acheté une jolie jupe. Pause. 3. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était ennuyeux. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était ennuyeux. Pause. 4. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était ennuyeux. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était ennuyeux. Il y a un grand magasin de musique et de DVD. Il y a un grand magasin de musique et de DVD. Et j'ai trouvé les produits plus chers qu'en Angleterre. Et j'ai trouvé les produits plus chers qu'en Angleterre. Pause if you need to. Et je n'ai rien acheté. Et je n'ai rien acheté. Pause if you need to, rewind a bit if you need to, and press play when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, let's check your answers. 1. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était vraiment chouette. Il y a plein de magasins et j'ai trouvé les prix moins chers qu'en Angleterre. En plus, j'ai acheté des vêtements cool. Pause if you need to check that is all correct and make any corrections you need to in a different coloured pen if you can do. 2. Je suis allée with an extra E on because I said I'm a girl à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était intéressant. Don't forget your accent on cité on the E and intéressant on the E. Il y a beaucoup de magasins de vêtements. Don't forget your accent on the first E, vêtements. Et j'ai trouvé an accent on the E to make it the past participle. Les vêtements, with accent, trop cher. Cependant, j'ai acheté une jolie jupe. Don't forget your accent on acheter. And then finally, number 3, je suis allée with accent à, with accent, la Cité de l'Europe et c'était ennuyeux. Okay, accent on c'était on the été, on the E, and make sure ennuyeux is spelled correctly. Il y a un grand magasin de musique et de DVD et j'ai trouvé, with an accent on the, les produits plus chers qu'en Angleterre et je n'ai rien acheté. Make sure you've got your accent on acheter at the end as well. Well done. Pause if you need to check those. Do a really clear correction and press play to go on to the next activity. Okay, now year 8. Well done so far. I want you to translate the sentences from the English I give you to French. So you may need to pause to get this down. I'm going to say everything twice as I have done before. Okay, pause whenever you need to do this as well as you can. So you write the French, please. 1. I went to Europe City and it was good. I went to Europe City and it was good. There are loads of shops. There are loads of shops. And I found the clothes too expensive. And I found the clothes too expensive. But I bought a cool pair of jeans. But I bought a cool pair of jeans. Pause and rewind if you need to. 2. Number 2. I went to Europe City and it was cool or great. I went to Europe City and it was cool. There is a big music and DVD shop. there is a big music and DVD shop. And I found the prices cheaper than in England. And I found the prices cheaper than in England. Plus, I bought loads of CDs and DVDs. Plus, I bought loads of CDs and DVDs. Pause. 3. Number 3. I went to Europe City and it was rubbish or awful. I went to Europe City and it was rubbish. There are lots of clothes shops. There are loads of clothes shops. Sorry, that's lots. And I found the products more expensive than in England. And I found the products more expensive than in England. So, I didn't buy anything. So, I didn't buy anything. Pause if you need to, rewind if you need to, and press play when you're ready to get the answers in French. Merci. Let's check your answers. 1. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était bien. Okay, and let's make sure you've got your accents in the right place. Okay, highlight any you need to, so aller and à, cité, the E of city. Il y a plein de magasins et j'ai trouvé les vêtements trop chers, mais j'ai acheté un jean cool. Make sure your accents on trouver, un vêtement, and acheter as well. Pause if you need to. Press play to go on then. 2. Je suis allée, and I said feminine, à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était génial. Okay, make sure you've got your accent on aller, été, and génial. Il y a un grand magasin de musique et de DVD et j'ai trouvé les prix moins chers qu'en Angleterre. Okay, make sure you've got your accent on trouver. And then the final bit, en plus, j'ai acheté plein de CD et de DVD. Make sure you've got your accent on the E here. Well done. And then finally, number 3. Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe et c'était nul. Make sure you got your accent on aller, à, c'était, and c'était here. Il y a beaucoup de magasins de vêtements et j'ai trouvé les produits plus chers qu'en Angleterre. Donc, je n'ai rien acheté. So we should have the accent on vêtements here, on trouver, on the E, and then on the E of acheter. Pause if you need to, make correction in a different colour if you can do, and tick it if it's correct. Well done, Year 8, fantastic work. Brilliant work, Year 8, great job. Now I want you to spend 15 minutes on the Quizlet activity that I've created for you. So 15 minutes this time, because I know some of the structures are a bit longer and may take longer to master. So I want you to complete the activities, learn, and write, and test. So learn, write, and test. But spend no more than 15 minutes on this, okay? And then take a snapshot when you finish at the end of 15 minutes to show me how you've done. Great job. Okay, Year 8. For your final activity, I want you to separate the English from the French to create two texts. So as you can see, in the middle, we've got franglais. Now, franglais is a mixture of français and anglais, French and English. So we've got bonjour, je m'appelle Lorraine, and I'm 16 years old. So we've got the French bit here and English here. What I want you to do is to take the French words you've got, put them in here, and translate the English bits into French. So you've got a whole French text here and a whole English text here. So here, for example, you'd put Bonjour, je m'appelle Lorraine et j'ai 16 ans. And then you'd write Je suis allée à la Cité de l'Europe. And then you'd write the French bit and it was cool, etc. On this side, you'd write Hello, I'm called Lauren and I'm 16 years old. I went to Europe City and it was cool, etc. You may need to use the online dictionary at wordreference.com to help you with this. Okay, pause to do that now. It should take about 15 minutes. It's quite a long activity to write the French and the English. And then when you're ready to check your answers, press play again. Pause for now. Merci. Great job. Year 8. Now it's time to check your answers. So pause to do that now. Make sure you don't go over the 15 minutes for this activity. Okay, and then press play when you're ready to say goodbye. Thank you for all your work in today's lesson, Year 8. You did a splendid job. You worked really hard. Please remember to upload pictures of all of your work onto class charts. That's your Quizlet and your bookwork, so that your teacher can give you a very well-deserved achievement point. Super job. Merci. Au revoir.